Hey, what's up? This is DJ Prostyle.
And this is Penny Delas.
And this is Teach Me Something.
Brought to you by Berkeley College.
Welcome back
Hey.
to Teach Me Something.
No. Welcome back to Season 2 of Teach Me Something.
Teach Me Something podcast.
That's right, presented by Berkeley College. I am Prostyle.
And I am Penny. And we are so excited today.
Absolutely.
Because we have a special guest with us. We have an international.
I'm about to say, we're going international.
We're going international
We're going
this
global
episode with Ida, who is a Berkeley College
Yes.
student. She is in the Master of Business Administration program. And if that's not impressive enough, she is also an inspiration and motivation in tech right now, working with crypto, working with fintech. So I am so excited to bring in Ida to this episode.
Hey,
so
Ida.
welcome, She-Fi Scholar.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes. Let's get right to crypto. What should I invest in? No, I'm playing.
Oh.
I am playing. So how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, this is very exciting. First time for me being on a podcast, so.
This
Us
is your first
too.
podcast?
Yes.
Oh, I'll apologize in advance. They're not all
Yeah.
like this.
Oh, really?
They're not all this amazing. Now I'm playing. You like how I flipped that?
I love it.
We're very spicy.
I love it. We
get-
really
yeah.
are.
good to know.
You're going to get a lot of
guys are
big
funny.
brother, little sister personality here. So, Ida, let's start with the global transcendent journey that you've had. You've lived in Norway.
Mhm.
Lived
You've
in
lived
Norway,
in
yes.
Australia. How has that global pathway shaped you?
That global pathway has definitely shaped me in a way I would never expected, because living abroad for so many years and being exposed to so many different cultures has learned me how to adapt to people in a way, if that makes sense. So I feel like I'm able to read people more easily, and just when walking into a room, I kind of sense the energy easier, if that makes sense.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and also for future work, when working in teams these days, the world is so globalized, so you're always going to work with people from other cultures. So I think that has benefited me because I'm able to understand their way of thinking and not just doing it my way. I can adapt to their way too.
Nice.
Yeah.
How has it helped you in your career? Has it helped you with cultural communications?
My career,
Or adapting your business mindset? How has that influenced you?
I feel like, obviously, since I'm born and raised in Norway, so that's a totally different culture than you guys, for instance.
Yeah.
And coming here to America, I have had to learn how to adapt to your ways of doing
We
stuff.
apologize.
Yes, in advance.
And New York is a beast. So
New York is a beast. It's
Yeah.
tough. I've had to learn how to toughen up and definitely speak up for myself. And yeah, it's been a learning curve.
Is it a big difference from Norway and New York City?
It is. I'm not going to lie. It's a huge difference.
what's the
'Cause-
largest?
Because
difference?
Norwegians, we're very reserved and we don't like to stand out from the crowd. We just like to go with the flow and stay in the back. But Americans are all about here I am, standing out, and
So we seem crazy.
yeah,
Is what? Okay.
sort of. But in a good way. I like it.
I like just to chill and
Yeah.
be in the background. Penny's more of the I want to be crazy and hey, I'm Penny.
Yeah, DJ Pro Style,
Hey, I'm Penny.
renowned
Mm-hmm.
home persona. Yeah, sure. Okay, home brand DJ Pro Style in the background.
So how did you come across Berkeley College, first of all, and what got you into inspiring to pursue an MBA in
An
finance at
MBA?
Berkeley?
That's actually a very long story, but I'm going to
We
tell
have
it anyways.
time.
Yeah,
We have time.
We have time. So after I graduated in Sydney, I decided I didn't want to work. I needed to learn more stuff and educate myself. I wanted to do a master's in something. And I originally applied for a school in Copenhagen, CBS, if you guys have heard of that school. I don't know. It's a very good school. But I was missing a few points in finance to qualify for the program. I applied for a master's in innovation and entrepreneurship. And I just expected it to work out. I expected to get in, even though I didn't. I knew I wasn't going to get in. I just hoped it would magically work out for me. So when the day came and I got the rejection letter, I was just I was panicking, even though I knew I was going to get rejected. I didn't have a plan B or a plan C or nothing. I was stuck in my hometown with my family, and that's not what I wanted. So I started to do some research and just learning about schools in other cities. I applied for a bunch of schools in London and New York, obviously. But since Berkeley has a very strong and good reputation in Scandinavia, and I have a lot of friends that's went to Berkeley, so I just decided that Berkeley was the best fit for me, and it's in the middle of Manhattan, New York. Couldn't be any better. And the MBA just seemed like the perfect fit because the curriculum is built on real work experience, life experiences.
Right.
So I just felt like that was the perfect fit for me at the time, and I just decided to go for it.
I love that. So
That's awesome.
why
Yeah.
not take the program online? Why come to New York?
Oh, no, I would never I would never stay back home. I am a very adventurous person, and I decided I needed to put myself out there, and I feel like New York is the ultimate place to be if you want to pursue a good career, especially in finance or any other opportunities. It's the place to be. And I just felt like I couldn't grow where my hometown is a very small place in Norway, and it's not, yeah, it's just not it for me.
And you have grown. You
I have
thrived
grown.
in New
I
York
am
in your
so
short
happy.
tenure
Yes,
here.
yes.
You are a SheFi scholar
Yeah.
and an intern at Stand with Crypto.
Stand with crypto.
So,
Yes.
what sparked that interest in Web3? And talk to us a little bit about what that means for those listeners that may not have that knowledge.
About Web3?
Yeah.
Okay. I can speak about this all day. But
We have all day.
I can start off with like what sparked my interest in Web3. Because growing up, my brother, he's older than me, and he's just been like nagging about crypto, blockchain my entire life. And I've just thought like, whatever, this is a guy thing. I'm not going to do this. But it's always been there in the background, if that makes sense. And after I've really never had any interest in Web3 until I moved to New York, to be honest, because it's just, I've tried investing in some crypto when I was 18, but it was just never really something that stuck with me. But after I moved to New York, the whole thing started when I met Randy. Obviously, you know Randy Gomez.
Yeah.
She's my queen. I'm really thankful for Randy. But I met her at Berkeley, and she introduced me to Web3 because she's in this space herself. She just took me under her wing and brought me to all of these conferences and events and taught me everything about Web3 and the importance of it, obviously. And yeah, she brought me to the big event with Coinbase in DC earlier this year. Experiential learning with Berkeley.
That's awesome. Shout out to Randy Gomez.
Yeah,
she is
shout
the
out to
director
Randy.
of our corporate learning partnerships
Yeah.
at Berkeley College. She's also a Berkeley alumna and a tech
Yeah.
founder. So shout
Yeah.
out to Randy.
Yeah, she's amazing. So she introduced me to the Web3 space, and it's just been a journey ever since. It's just something that I find very valuable, obviously, since I have the fundamental understanding of finance and just the fact that Web3 is going to be our future. It's just something, yeah, I think it's very interesting and I'm very passionate about. But yeah, you want me to explain anything about Web3? I forgot
do.
that part.
I think
kinda
we
wanna
expand
know.
our portfolios.
Yeah.
Like, what
So
are-
like explain so Web3, like I says, I'm still trying to understand, right? So
Okay.
for the person out there listening right now or
Yes.
watching, what exactly is Web3?
Okay, so I'm going to start off with Web 2, which
Mhm.
is what we know, everything like our banks, our social media platforms. Like, I'm going to take this as an example, like Facebook, for instance, that's a Web 2 platform.
Okay.
There's an intermediary, there's a second party that owns Facebook, right? Which means Facebook owns our data. Everything you post on Facebook is owned by Facebook.
Yes.
So if you ever try to like delete something off Facebook, like your profile or something, old profile, it doesn't work. Like
Yeah.
I've tried for several years, my old profile, it's never gonna go away. But with Web3, everything is decentralized. So that means there's no intermediary, there's no third party. We own our own data.
Like Substack.
Yeah. So if you're sending money to your friend, if you're gonna send money to your friend, for example, With the Web 2 space, you would send it. It would go to your bank. The bank would like approve the transaction,
Mhm.
and then it would go to your friend. But with the Web 3, with cryptocurrencies and blockchain, you're sending the money from your wallet that you own to your friend, and there's no third party.
Yeah.
It's just built up on
That's
blockchain
how
transactions.
essentially that's what really made Bitcoin popular, right?
Yeah.
People were using it. That's why I was always considered like
Yeah.
almost like the dark web kind of situation
Oh,
in
yeah.
the past. Like people
Yeah.
were using that because it was untraceable.
I know,
Yeah.
but we have much more ownership
Mhm.
over our data these days
Yes.
with the Web3 space, and that's what I think is really important because we want to own our data
Absolutely.
and we want to own our money. And with cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, we can be our own banks, and I think that's very important. Yeah,
Especially for generations to come. I think we're already,
Yeah.
it's too late for us. They know everything.
they
They have all
They
our
know
info already.
everything.
They Web 2 got us.
Web2 got us.
My kids will be on Web 3 now.
Yeah, I hope so.
OMG.
I hope so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You want me to take it from here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Bro.
Well, you're a student aide and receptionist in the CEO's office
Yep.
and an international student ambassador.
Yeah.
What have these roles taught you about leadership, community, and supporting students from around the world?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, first of all, I feel like I have so many jobs. I get confused myself, like so many titles. But obviously, like the community part, those roles have definitely shaped how I see community and how we build community. Because at Berkeley, there are so many students from so many diverse backgrounds, and that makes every day different. And everybody has a unique story. So I feel like building the community at Berkeley, we have to see each individual and learn everything about them to make them feel seen. And building a community for me is all about like building like the momentum of being kind and having the connection to each individual, if that makes sense. So we can, just see everybody and have that consistency
That's awesome.
That is so beautiful that
Mm-hmm.
you have obtained a mentor
Yeah.
and everything that you're receiving now you want to give back and ensure that your classmates have that same
Oh, yeah.
experience. That's beautiful. It's a holistic approach.
I'm very,
360.
very passionate about like teaching other students what I know, because I wish somebody would have taught me that before, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And financial literacy is very close to my heart because I didn't grow up learning anything about finance or anything. I had to learn everything myself. Like I started investing when I was like 18. I just brought my laptop to a cafe. I had some extra money and I was like, I need to do something with this money. So I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and had to learn everything myself. But that's something that's, as I said, very close to my heart, teaching other people about finances and obviously now Web3.
That's awesome. Do you ever go back home to Norway?
Every now and then, I'm going back home now for Christmas.
When you go there, do you
Nice.
sit down like with a group of people who are like
I
who
try-
don't know anything about this kind of stuff and say, "Let me tell you what I've learned since I've been gone."
That's
Let
what
me
I
tell you
do.
about Berkeley.
Yeah, I'm sure they all like come to you like, tell us what's going on.
I wish they would, but like I try to convince my mom. Like last night, I was on a call with her in the Uber back home from the Michigan blockchain conference that I
Mhm.
went to with Stand with Crypto. I try to teach her about like you have to start investing money in this and this, and she's just like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, she listens to me, but I don't know if it's something about me being young that I don't have the credibility. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I love speaking about this topic. But
Well,
That's awesome.
now you can add to your belt that you were interviewed on a podcast
I
Mhm.
as
can.
a subject matter expert, and we can do a workshop on it
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
because Pro and I need to expand our portfolio.
Yeah, I need to start one.
we need some Web3 in our lives.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So speaking about community and impact,
yeah,
as the social media coordinator, again
Yes.
another hat of
Oh,
the
yeah.
International Association of Women's New York City chapter,
yes.
you help uplift and connect women. So what do you enjoy the most about that work?
What do I enjoy the most?
Yeah.
It's definitely the community part, like bringing women together so they can share their knowledge and become better and grow together and uplift each other is what I love about that job. Hosting events and bringing in experts, especially for me too. I love learning about new stuff. So when I get to learn from a person that's smarter than me, I'm like so thankful and happy because I love to grow. And I can imagine every other person would feel the same way. So like creating this community where everybody can learn from each other, I think that's amazing. And that's what I love about IAW.
I am obsessed with this entire situation because as an international student, you decided to not stay home,
Yeah.
to travel to New York City,
Yeah.
come to Berkeley College because word of mouth marketing, your
Yes.
friends attended, you're like, this is the fit for me.
Yep.
And you have completely over maximized this experience.
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
I mean, you've had like 5 jobs
Like-
between
Yeah.
this.
I mean, you see like a movie or a show based on somebody
Yeah.
who came and traveled and followed their dreams
Yeah.
and then become
Yeah.
successful. That's awesome.
You've given back to your student community. You've given back to your soon-to-be alma mater because you haven't even graduated yet. And
No.
you're working in Web3
Yes.
with one of the largest infrastructured companies there is. And you're attending all of these conferences. You're going to Capitol Hill to advocate for
Yes.
Web3. That is huge.
I
Like
know.
this, like I'm mind blown by your entire experience.
So
and
am I.
and
I'm
this
like-
is the point of the your potential is our promise. It's really your potential
yeah.
and bringing you into rooms.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
always say it's not about, and I don't know, Prof, you feel the same way, but it's not about getting into the room. It's what are you going to do once you're there?
I know.
Mhm.
And you have maximized that, which brings us to your curiosity, your finance, and your innovation. So what's one, give us like an insight to one financial Web3 concept that we could take away today, that any listener could take.
Oh, I just want to I can't emphasis enough the fact that with Web3, you really the owner of your own data, like I explained to you guys earlier. It's you have more privacy, you have more control of your own money, and it's just a more secure platform for your money. Let's see, for instance, with the government shutdown, that was a scenario, obviously. But if the banks were to shut down, what are you guys going to do with your
Yeah.
money?
And it
Yeah.
happened.
I
Remember,
know.
a few years ago
Yeah.
when some of the smaller banks were shutting
Yeah.
down.
I did.
Yeah.
So how do you, okay, so I always say like my budget's the Monopoly money, right? You know the board game Monopoly?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now it's in the cloud, right? Your money's in crypto, everything's web-based in the cloud. How do
Yeah.
you extract that to tangible assets?
To tangible assets?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. What do you mean? In what ways?
You
For
mean if you want to buy
example,
something?
No,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Invest in it, buy a house or something?
okay, let's say you have, 10,000
In crypto.
in
or something?
crypto.
Okay.
and you're like, well, I need 3,000 right now because I want to go physically purchase something
You
with
could sell
money
it.
in my hand.
Right?
Yeah, but that's the thing about crypto. It's not like something physical like with the
Mhm.
US dollars, but we have something called stable coins that's backed up by the US dollar. So it's more stable in some ways. But if you want to go and purchase something, we have all of these transactions apps that
Coinbase and all these kind of things.
Oh
correct?
yeah, but we have borderless transaction apps and systems and stuff, which makes you can use cryptocurrencies. You can purchase stuff with cryptocurrencies at the grocery store, and it's just gonna transact
Deduct it
stuff.
from-
Yeah, if that makes sense to you guys.
Okay, so I have $10.
Yep.
Entertain me for a second.
Can't do nothing with it.
I
Okay,
have
move on to the no, play.
I have a $10 bill
Okay.
and I want to invest this into crypto.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
You
I
have
have
to.
a physical $10 bill.
Okay.
Where do I go from there?
I think you would have to put it in your bank account first.
Okay.
For sure, because crypto is it's not something physical you can hold in your
Okay.
hands, obviously. That's the whole
Mhm.
thing about being
Right.
decentralized. But I would definitely try to play around with it. I don't know if $10 is going to do much,
Well,
but
it's
Depends too, right?
hypothetical,
But you-
right?
yeah,
hypothet-
you can
so-
try.
Right?
And
Hypothetically, you
Yeah.
invest the $10 from
Yeah.
your bank account. It goes into crypto,
yeah,
but you never see those $10. It goes into the magical world of you
It
have
goes
money,
into the
but you don't
magical world.
physically
Yeah.
see it.
I've been
Yeah.
investing. So I've
Mm.
obviously I've been
Okay.
investing some crypto, right?
Okay.
So you've been
I
holding out
what
on me.
I
kind
have.
of-
I've always
You're in
kinda,
Web 3.
I'm not in Web
Okay,
3. I'm
pro.
stuck in Web 2, so I'm gonna learn about Web 3.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, like there's even ATM machines that are like Bitcoin. Have you seen the Bitcoin machines and all that kind? You could
No.
actually go. Yeah, they have them.
Really?
Yeah, you could actually go take cash and put your address,
Oh, that's cool.
your address into it. And
Because many of our listeners may be thinking this, like,
Mhm.
okay, if I have money
if you
and I want to
Google it,
invest,
they
how does
have.
that?
I forgot where I've seen them. I haven't physically seen one, but they have them. I know Bitcoin. I'm not sure about other coins and
That's
things like
Bro,
that.
I
That's new to
learn
me.
something new about you every
What,
single
investing?
time we
Yeah.
sit
Believe
down.
me, I definitely missed the boat on so many investments. Like, but yes.
What kind of currencies have you invested in? Do you know?
You know, not to get so deep in. I mean, I obviously have Bitcoin, and
Yeah.
I kind of just off of the wave of what people would coin, Dogecoin when it was going on, and all those kind of Ethereum and all those kind
Yeah.
of things when they were happening, and still hold some of that stuff, and obviously got into. I think everyone kind of got into trading
Yeah.
during
trading
COVID, right? That's what kind of
cryptocurrencies.
opened everybody's eyes to trading. I don't know any. I mean, I learned how to trade during COVID. And I still today I still do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's Forex or whether I'm on another platform doing options trading is something I actually do. And I actually love it. Like, it's
Yeah.
fun for me. It's almost like, I
Playing
don't
a
do it for a
game.
living, but I've gotten good enough to understand it. I've learned how to do the charts and follow things, but that's more of a trading thing. An
Yeah.
investment thing,
Okay, bro.
investment, like the real smart investor puts money into something and just doesn't look back. Like,
Right. You just
like,
let
Yeah.
it do what it does.
and you
Yeah.
compound it. Like, you could
Mhm.
put, obviously I have separate accounts, let's say like Fidelity, for instance, or something like that, where
Yeah.
I have money that goes there every month and they do their thing with it.
Yeah.
Right.
And throughout
You have
the
your Roth
years, you go back and
IRAs
look.
and
Yeah, you
whatever
go
it
back
is,
and
yeah.
look and say, oh, but those things, they're going to increase small. But
Mhm.
at the same, there's so many ways to invest money these days.
Yeah.
So if you
For
can do
sure.
it, I always see it now. And I'm like, same thing you said, I wish I knew this when I was younger.
Yeah.
The other day,
Yeah.
I saw something that it was a breakdown on, if you wanted to have $1 million, how much would you have to start investing? And it started at age 60
Oh.
and went down. And I
Okay.
think at in the 60s, you had to invest like every month, like 30 something hundred or 40 something like that,
Yeah.
40 something $100. And then in the 50s, it got smaller, da da da. But if you started like when you were born, it was like 20 something dollars a month or something like that. So all
Yeah.
my kids, like, that's what I do for my kids,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that when they get to a certain point, they're all gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Thanks, Dad. We all have millions of dollars."
Yeah,
now,
I
right?
try to tell all of my
Yeah.
friends that too. Like,
I tell my
invest for
mom
your
and my dad,
kids.
"Hey, so what were you guys doing? Like,
Yeah.
you didn't think about this when I was
Exactly. What were you doing when I was born?
Where's my investment?
Where's my stock portfolio?
Stock portfolio. That's so funny.
The only thing that scares me, and answer me. So now, with Web 2 or 3 or anything, right? When you're holding all this stuff in assets in these wallets, right? These
Yeah.
digital wallets that are untraceable.
Yeah.
If you lose the wallet or you lose access to it, it's gone.
That can happen, yes.
Yeah.
Nobody can restore your
Which is
password.
the scary part. So it's
Yeah.
not like a bank that you could go
No.
give them your
Right.
ID or you could get online.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
no, like, you lose
Yeah. So
that.
I would not recommend it if
Yeah.
you're not a responsible
I remember
person.
one day I was like, do I have Bitcoin sitting as a, and I started trying to do
Yeah.
research and I started going through emails and I was like driving myself crazy trying to figure out. I was like, I could have swear I invested in this. And then, but if you don't remember, it's over.
Yeah.
And you have to have like these
This
keywords.
is why you should have a password builder, like a Vault,
Yeah.
LastPass, or Bitwarden. It's a password manager.
Yeah.
You load everything in there, and then it just.
But are those on Web 2?
But is it
How
a
close.
decentralized?
So yeah, decentralized.
Oh, okay, great.
Right? Because
Yeah.
if it's on Web 2,
So-
somebody else knows the
so-
password.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
that's
to-
the thing.
No, it's encrypted. So
On
it's
Web
a
2.
password. It's a password manager.
On
so
Web
it
2.
goes on mobile too.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Just
Yeah, I
messing
remember
with
in
you.
SheFi, they recommended us like writing the passwords down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, and
Not
when you lose
holding
that
it.
paper.
I don't know. You just
Yeah.
don't lose the paper.
Yeah. So I had
You're
a
gonna
friend
get
of mine
hacked.
I had a friend, and this is a side convo, who was really big on investments. And I remember he
Yeah.
told me he had a ton of money they made on some big investment, and then they put it on like an actual a drive.
Yeah.
And they held their money like on a thumb drive. And they put that drive in a bank in like a safety deposit box.
Yeah.
where,
Dark
like,
market.
it's just a way to access your money, So I'm like, so what if you lose the drive? They're like, then you lose the money. It was like $1 million. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, but yeah.
I think that's actually happened for a person Like he had all of this money on a drive, Bitcoin money, and then he
The
lost the
person
drive.
with the dump site.
I think so.
that he
Yeah, with
bought?
the dump
Yeah.
site. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
like-
a
This
crazy
sounds
story.
like a Jason Bourne
So there was a
storyline.
guy. If you search it, I don't know the whole story,
Yeah.
but he literally paid. Like he bought out a whole garbage dump site because he threw away
The drive.
the drive that had like what would be worth.
Did he find it?
I don't think so.
No, I
and
think
it
he's
was
still
worth
searching.
supposedly billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Of so because if you invested thousands of dollars years in 20, 30 years ago, whenever it was
Yeah.
launched, it's worth billions today, right? So this guy literally paid and sat and went through garbage of like decades to try to find, and I don't think he ever found it.
No.
Or maybe it's still
no.
going on.
Yeah, I think he's still searching. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
Pro at a garbage site.
Yeah. For the
Looking
chance to
for
win $1 billion,
drivers.
put me in.
The kids looking through the
I'll throw some gloves on and yeah, we're out there.
We're taking
We're out there. Kids, sports are over.
This is the new mission
There's
of the
no
week.
football today, kids. Let's go over here.
Oh my gosh. All right, Ida.
Yeah.
So, what is your advice for the next global
Mhm.
leader? So, students who are stepping into new countries, systems, opportunities, what would you tell them that you wish someone would have told you?
Oh, first of all, I would tell them that they should be very proud of themselves for taking this step and moving to a new country. And
Definitely.
also, my biggest advice would be do it even if you're scared. Always do it when you're scared because that's when you're going to have this most learning curve on things. And yeah, I just do things all the time when I'm scared. I'm even scared doing this, but I know I'm going to be happy when I'm done.
You're
And-
doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a great episode.
Thank you.
You got Pro to talk about his investment
No, I didn't talk
and
about
crypto
my
and all his stuff
I
coming
wish
out of
I
his
invested in
shell. Subject matter expert over here.
You
I
should have
love
saved it
it.
for the next
Yeah.
episode, right? It's funny because I tell people all the time, if you don't step outside of your comfort zone,
You have
then
to
you'll
step out of
never-
your comfort
That's
zone
the
for
only way to
sure.
excel with anything in life. right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you
No.
just get really comfortable with being kind of like monotone, I guess is the word I
Yeah.
use for it, then you're gonna stay at that level. If you want to exceed,
Yeah.
get advanced and do new things, you have to be willing to step
You
outside.
have
I
to.
know.
And we've spoken about that, about how
Yeah.
this podcast was outside
For sure.
of our comfort
Comfort
zone.
zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And yeah,
know,
you guys are growing and
we're
thriving.
podcasters.
We're
now.
award-winning podcast.
Yes, that's
award-winning
wild.
Podcasters.
That's wild.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's why I chose finance too, because I honestly never thought I could do finance. And when I had to choose my major, I thought they were not really appealing to me because I felt very comfortable. We have like marketing majors, no offense, but I love marketing,
That's
but like
okay.
supply chain majors and stuff. But all of them in those spaces, I felt very comfortable. And finance was the only subject that really made me cry a few times. So I thought like, this is the right place for me to
Mm.
be, because this is a place where I can grow and challenge myself
Yeah.
to another level. And that's definitely where I want to be. Like, I want to learn and grow and do something new. And so
That's awesome. And listen, at the end of the day, there's finance in everything.
Every decision
yeah,
you make.
finance
every
is
every
Mhm.
decision you
all
make.
over.
And this is the thing about disciplines.
Yeah.
So just because you're an accounting discipline doesn't mean you're just going to work at the stock market,
Yeah.
right? You can work for any type of company. When you're a marketer, you can work for any type of company. So
Yeah.
that's important for students to know, that when you're studying your discipline, the opportunities are endless.
Oh, yeah.
And especially
sure.
when you work in large cities such as this one,
Oh, yeah.
you can work in any industry.
I feel like I'm the perfect example of that too, because obviously I'm doing like traditional finance in school,
Mhm.
but I'm going to work in Web3. So
But those
every-
foundations are helping you.
yeah,
on the other
everything is
side, yeah.
connected, and there are always going to be so many opportunities, especially in New York and major cities. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if you're an accountant major or finance major or anything. You can honestly do pretty much everything.
I love that. So, Ida, we close our episodes the
Okay.
same way, but with you, we're going to do it a little different. So, in true teach me something fashion, in one word, what does Berkeley College mean to you?
Okay, in one word?
Yeah.
I was going to say family first, but I feel like everybody says that. I don't know, but it is family. But I'm going to say...
I don't think anybody.
Actually,
said
no.
family.
Huh?
Nobody has said that at
No.
all our guests.
Oh.
We get community,
Oh.
we get empowerment. Mhm.
Oh, okay. But Berkeley is definitely family for me. But I'm going to
love
say
that.
transformation.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that. Transformation.
Yeah. Because the person
That's
I was
beautiful.
when I arrived at Berkeley and started my life in New York, I'm not the same person now as I was then, if that makes sense.
New York will do that to somebody.
Yeah. So Berkeley has transformed me.
Whether you want to or not.
You have a little
Yes.
savage in you now. Believe me.
I
When
know.
you go,
I know. There's a
you
little
go back,
spice.
you're gonna be like a little more aggressive. They're gonna be like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
Ida, what is this?
What is this
Yeah,
attitude?
People have told me, like, are you an American now? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, hopefully.
How long have you been here?
A year and a half.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
How many semesters do you have left?
I have one more. I'm going to graduate
You're a
in May.
senior.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you have senioritis yet?
What's that?
Okay, so
Is that?
so senioritis is, how do I explain this? It's basically when you get to the last segment of your program,
Yeah.
you just feel above and you're like, no, I don't want to do this, or I'm going to leave it for later, or
Oh,
I can't wait to get
no.
out of here. Senioritis.
I'm definitely ready to start working, but I love being a student. So I could be a forever student. I'm like considering doing a PhD at this point.
Yes, okay.
that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Do it and then come back and tell us how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the same time, I need to make some money and work.
Yes.
But we'll see. Never know what's going to happen in New York.
That's true.
Well, this is definitely a city of opportunities.
It
so
is.
That's the greatest thing about New York, I would say.
Yeah, I love this episode.
Oh, yay.
You don't love all our episodes?
You know, Pro, we always make it to the end and you just hit that
Some
reverse.
sort of shot
You
session.
know, it's always.
No, this has been a great one. And we could
Okay.
probably do a whole episode of investing and
You know, we
Yeah.
should.
crypto and all
Maybe
that kind
We
of
should.
stuff.
should.
Have
You
to
should
bring
come
it.
back and we can do
Yes,
that.
I would love to come back.
That would be awesome because
Definitely.
I need to learn things. Teach me something, Ida.
Teach me something, yeah.
Mhm.
And you guys can teach me something too.
No, we were trying
I
to learn
love it.
more about
Oh,
crypto.
okay.
I love it. Well, thank you
Thank
all.
you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for being
It's been so
here.
fun.
And thank you all, our lovely
Mhm.
listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Teach Me Something
Presented by Berkeley College.
with Penny Dellas.
DJ Prostyle.
Bye, guys.
Holler.
Hey, thanks for listening. Tune in next week.
For all new episode of Teach Me Something.
Brought to you by Berkeley College.